What's current? Today, we're talking basketball without a basketball. Bronny. Bronny James. Bronny James is on a seesaw or something like I don't know how else to explain it. Um, is it he's part of what's called the college, the NCAA transfer portal after leaving USC. He can go back to school, but he wants to enter the NBA draft. And I want him to enter the NBA draft as well. I want him to be the first, he and his father to be the first father and son to be on either the same team or on opposing teams in NBA history. Even if it means him, having another cardiac arrest event and dying on the court in front of everybody, and everybody going, oh God, no, and all that. Hey, this is sports. We'll say, okay, great. All right, R.I.P. Bronny, R.I.P. Rest in peace, my nigga. He was a real nigga. He should have gone out like that. People say all that stuff, then, but now it's like, oh, you're gonna hate on him. Well, look at his offensive score. He has like 4.8 or something. What is it? 2.8, something like that. Let me see. Let me make it 100% sure. His offensively, he's 4.8 points averaging. He's averaging 2.8 rebounds and averaging 2.1 assists. So not necessarily stellar numbers. They're okay. They're okay, somewhat okay, good, but they're not stellar. They're not like jumping off the charts great numbers. And his father is still in the league. He'll probably be in the league until he's 55. I don't think LeBron James is going to leave the NBA. He has a calculated ideal for being in the league. So Bronny is just taking after him. He's been like groomed to be another stellar athlete like his father. His father is in GOAT conversation. He's not the GOAT. Michael Jordan is the GOAT, and for the foreseeable future will always be the GOAT. Now he's my favorite basketball player of all time, and I still want to say Larry Bird is the GOAT. I want to say Larry Bird is the GOAT. I'm really trying to say that, but it's hard because it's not his fault. It's not Larry Bird's fault. If he had not had a back issue, he would have probably won 7 or 8, maybe 9 championships because he was just that much of an excellent performer. He knew the dynamics of the game. And then Jordan didn't know about the dynamics of the game until a few years later, maybe almost a decade later, that he finally knew about the passing system, the triangle offense, and all different things like that. So he finally understood the dynamics of the game. Bronny, I think, knows the dynamics of the game. He's just not performing as well as he should be. He's not performing to the task, and that's another thing that we're showing. They're showing his offensive. I didn't see his in the article that I read. I read a few articles about it. They didn't really go into his defensive side. They didn't say how many rebounds, blocks, steals he has. On the defensive side. They only are focused on the offensive. So when it comes to offensive, it's like, besides assists, it's selfishness. That's the thing. Points are selfishness. Assists are selflessness, quote unquote. That's what it's viewed as. Assists are really selfish too. And offensive rebounds are also selfish. But everybody wants to talk about the scoring. It's all about the scoring. His dad, he passed 40,000 points. Oh my God, look how amazing that is. Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that great? Huh? Isn't that wonderful? But John Stockton has the most, assists. Like, oh, nah. He has the most assists. Okay, great. Well, who cares? I don't. But, you talk about points and scoring. Oh my God. He passed Michael Jordan. He passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He passed everybody. He's the leading scorer now. That's the nature of the game. A complete conflict, a complete dissolution of the idea, the true nature of selfishness, and which is part of our culture. I'm trying to relate in this Bronny case because this Bronny case really stems from what an anonymous NBA GM, general manager, and scout said after entering the draft, he should go back to school. They're saying that's hate. That he should go back to school. I don't agree with that. If you got time, I mean, it's a different world now, and they have the what's called, like I was talking about earlier, the NCAA transfer portal. You're able to have the NIL, the NIL, the name, image, and likeness, and he would get tremendous endorsement deals if he doesn't already have. I think he already has some with Nike and Gatorade and something else, but that, I mean, automatically he would have so many people attracting. He would attract so many different multi-billion-dollar corporations to shill their wares, to shill their products. So that's what I'm thinking of him doing if he does decide to go back to school, if he goes back to USC. But if not, he enters the NBA draft, and hey, he's on and popping. He's gonna get picked up by the Wizards or somebody. I don't know. I'm just saying some team's gonna pick him up. Whatever round he is in the draft, and that's gonna be the end of it. That's gonna be the main draw of all of this. Bronny has the skills. He's got it, but he has that congenital heart defect. And congenital is just a big word, means from birth. He had this as a baby when he was an infant, and probably within his mom's womb. He had some kind of, when his heart was developing, it had some kind of defect in it, and so he has to be wary of that. I mean, that's something I wasn't trying to be facetious. I wasn't trying to be playing. I'm just giving you the raw facts, the raw deal of how people will react. If he were on the court and he was playing LeBron James and he started clutching his chest and Elizabeth, on the court, then that would be like spectacular. That'd be like everybody's eyes would be on that. It'd be on X, it'd be on Instagram, it'd be on TikTok, it'd be on YouTube, it'd be on all the social media platforms, Facebook, it'd be on everybody's social network, and we would just be in awe of it. Oh my God, oh, Bronny, no, and everybody would just be like that. But there is no God, but God, forbid that to happen. So that's why that's why I'm really going after Bronny entering the draft, being a key player, getting his stats up. Hopefully they'll release his defensive stats. I don't know what his defensive stats are. Let me see. Bronny. Okay, here we go. This is how many games played. He's played 25 games. He has steals per game is 19. I'm just taking it a little closer for y'all. Steal percentage is 2.3. I don't even know if that's good. I had to figure out from baseball what's necessarily good. I had to see about that. If you're batting over 300, that means 300% as a percentage point, you're going to the Hall of Fame. But I don't know what it is for points for even basketball, which is ironic because I know more about basketball than I do know about baseball. But he said he's a high-level defender and a good athlete. A lot of guys get picked up early in the second for that alone. So that was back in December of last year. So it's to a lot of people, he's going to be ready for the draft. He's going to be ready for a place in the pantheon of NBA players. He's going to be among the greats, including his own father, who has 4 championships. Some say 3, technically, and 4 with an asterisk because the bubble game was a little, a little shiesty, a little weird, kind of strange, how that got played out. But in all, he has 4 championships, and he has won MVP multiple times in the league. He has, accrued, like I said, the most points ever by a individual player in the NBA. But what will Bronny's his legacy be like? Never mind his dad. Never mind LeBron. What will Bronny, LeBron Jr. Oh, I think almost not technically junior, but the young version of his father. What will he have for the game? Will his health scare? Will that impact his ability to manifest himself on the court? Will he be a greater player? Will he be a better player? What is that defect? Was that remedied? Was that like fixed? What happened there? Did that become something that was possible for him to do? Something for him to say? Something for him to be about? How did that create him to be still in the mindset of playing basketball instead of going back to college and studying to become a dentist? What what is the draw? Is it the money? Is that it? The girls, the cars, and the houses, and all the drip around, all around his neck, and the fame and the fortune and all of that. Is that enticing? Is that what's want him challenging himself and trying to be something that he either is or isn't? That's what's making this so exciting. That's why they made this is a number one trending topic, because this hating ass GM and scout could be just objectively saying he should go back to USC. I'm saying he's hating because he's not saying like, oh yeah, go ahead, do your thing, go into the draft. He's saying no, you need to go back and hit the books, go to school, go to college. I know you left USC, but you're on that transfer portal. You're able to go back and forth. You're able to go one. If you don't want to go into the draft, if you go into the draft and it doesn't work out, you can go back to school. And this is another example of how he is not going to be, looked upon as a nepo baby or something that is part of nepotism. Somebody, I don't think his father can do anything. I don't think he can pull any strings or anything. I think it all comes down to his talent. It all comes down to his ability. It all comes down to his focus on being great himself. Never mind what his dad is. Never mind how many championships his dad has already earned. And never mind how many MVP plaques he has and statuettes. Never mind all that. It's all Bronny time. It's all up to him. It's his decision to make. It's all for him to make this decision. It reminds me of the Spike Lee movie, and it's not the same thing, but it just he has a decision to go to an elite college, Ray Allen's character, or to see if his father can get out of prison or something. His father is trying to persuade him to go to this to Big State University or Big State College. I think it's Big State University, something like that. Good afternoon, William. Salute to you. Thank you. Where is my money, sir? No, where is my money, sir? You need to give me my money. PayPal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. Back transfer. Ain't no bank transfer. You got money for me, sir. I'm putting in the work. You put in work like this, I'll give you money. Transfer right now. Okay, I want to see PayPal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. Okay, you show it to me. Give me a link. You do charity. Well, there's nothing wrong with charity, but don't make it altruistic. Don't make charity an altruistic endeavor. Make it selfish. Make charity selfish. Only organizations that you deem are worthy of your dollar. Only to people to go to people that deserve it. Make it selfish. Don't just go willy nilly and say, "Oh, I'm just gonna give away money and give it to the poor and indigent and people that can be selfish." That's the thing too. Poor people can be selfish all day. You can do a whole essay on how poor people can be selfish. They can reach out for the food, and you see that on TV. They're reaching out. Who's reaching out? Not for their neighbor, not for their enemy, for themselves. That's selfishness. So you can be selfish and poor all you want. It's when you be rich. Oh my God, he's rich. Oh yeah, he can't be selfish. You can't be selfish. You can't be that way. You can't be like that. So Bronny is the main focus of this evening. He is he could be even better than his father, but no, I didn't get any news. I did they correct Bronny. They keep saying what caused it. A functionally significant congenital heart defect. Okay, was it fixed? What did they do? It says, for example, if he has an aortic valve narrowing, that's congenital defect that can be fixed. Can be fixed. That can be opened up with a balloon procedure. Okay. Um, they're not saying if he did get the balloon procedure though. Basically, he had a blood supply to one side of his heart to a large portion of his heart that basically didn't exist, Dr. Schulman said. A coronary artery problem can potentially be fixed, end quote. He's doing extremely well, they're saying. He's in class. I don't know if he had the balloon surgery or not. They didn't really explain that too much. But hopefully he'll be all right to play. Can we talk about the political and economical state of the world right now? No, we're talking about basketball. We're talking about bullshit. We're not going to talk about Vice President. What's her name? Yeah, I can't think of her name. I can't even think of her name. I'm thinking about Nikki Haley. I want to say Nikki Haley. She should be the president. But I'm thinking about oh, God damn it. President. Kamala Harris. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Forgot her goddamn name. We're not going to talk about Kamala Harris's, comments on the abortion ban. We're not going to talk about, the impending trouble within Iran attacking Israel. We're talking about bullshit. We're going to talk about Bronny entering the NBA draft. That's what we're going to talk about. Doesn't mean a hill of beans. Doesn't have any effect on anyone's lives beyond, bettors and people that are, invested in, diversions and in sports. That's it. His son is a liability. You think he's a liability? Okay. I disagree with you. I don't think he's a liability. I think he's an asset, actually. I think if he's healthy, he could be one of the greats. He could be just like his father. He could be definitely a contender to be in the class of great players. He could be an all-star. He can be somebody that is definitely going to weigh something. His numbers are down. I'm not going to say that that he's an extraordinary player right now, but he can develop into a magnificent player if he is able to be healthy and if he's able to continue to be on the path of righteousness as in terms of basketball. I think Bronny has a better chance at being a great draw for like I said, a lot of companies. Whatever the different companies that are willing to give up. The multi-billion-dollar corporations that are willing to give up funds, to support him, and he advertising their products. It's all about the nil. I'm so glad they came up with the nil, the name, image, and likeness. You can get paid if you're in college. You're a college student. You're getting paid millions, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars, and you're in college. Like, what the hell? That's beautiful. That's a great thing. But yeah, William, we can't talk about the economic. No, we cannot. We cannot talk about economics. We can't talk about the Wall Street in America being on fire. It's still, I mean, I don't think I've heard any, bad reacts, any too much, in the way of economic downturn. The economy in the United States is like a C minus, C plus, and the rest of maybe B minus, but the rest of the world is like D plus to an F. So it's like not that great, but it's still the greatest. That's like the line that should be named as America. Not that great, but still the greatest. I think I just made up the slogan for America. Not that great, but still the greatest. It's still the most moral country of all time. It's the noblest country of all time, and that's what I think should always be remembered. So it's not great, but it's the greatest. That sums up life in America, I think, in the American sensibility ever since its founding. It's not great. Had slaves, killed off the Indians, killed off Mexicans, Chinese, all the put them to work, put blacks to work, and it wasn't. It's not. That's not great, but it's the greatest. Based on our founding documents, it's the greatest country of all time in all of human history. Not great, but the greatest. You understand that? And even a good country, it's still a good country, but it's not great. It's the greatest. Not great, but the greatest. Remember that. All right. Bronny. Man, hey, go. If he goes into this draft, I think it will be just a fanfare of riches. It'll just be a great look. It will be a wonderful time to view people going into this particular arena. Sorry for the pun, but this particular spectacle of American sports to be broadcast all over the globe. The entire world loves American sports. That's why you have different games, like regulation games played in England and Germany and stuff like that. And some people even go overseas and play in different things, like Marbury, Stephon Marbury. He played in China. I think he maybe still is playing in China. I don't even know, but I definitely remember he played in China for a time. I think he won a championship. He had an idea for his own sneakers. He had an idea to say, look, I want to have sneakers, but I don't want them to be expensive. I want to make them, sold at Kmart or something like that for $20. And what did he do? He did exactly that. He did the exact same thing. So it's a beautiful system. We have to love it. We have to cherish it. It's called capitalism. Whenever it's tried, it works marvelously. And not only does it work, it's moral. It's a moral system of economics and politics. And I'm not going to get too far into it because William wants me to talk about the economic and political systems that are going on. No, we're talking about Bronny, sir. What is that? Oh my God, who is that? GOM? Is that Goma or GMD? GOMD or GDMD? I can't tell. Skylar, salute. Lay off the powder. It's that party powder, It'll get you. It'll get you going. Yo, everybody in the chat right now, I see 4 people. I need likes. I need at least 4 likes, and I need you to tell at least 2 or 3, 4 people. Don't tell 5 people. Let the 5th person say, who is this goofy nigga with the black hat and the black shirt and the gold tie? Who is that goofy nigga? I don't know what that nigga's about. What is he about? Yeah, I know, man. That's what I'm saying. It's that party powder. It'll get you going. It'll get you going. But say your name in the chat. I can't. Is it GN? It's very small. Let's go. Get the likes. Yes, let's get these likes up. Hit that. Smash that like button. But put your name in here. What is? It says BM. Oh, okay, I see now. BM. Okay, BM. So is that bowel movement? Where are we going? Okay, there it is. Okay. GDMD. Okay, tell me what GDMD stands for, and then tell me what BM stands for, because BM stands for bowel movement in my house. Tell me about yourself a little bit. I don't even know if you ever been in my live before. I don't even know if you've been in my live before. I can't even remember. I don't forgive me. It's my dumb ass. I'm stupid. I don't remember stuff like that. But you probably have been in my live before, but I just don't remember. So tell me what GDMD stands for and what BM stands for. I'm gonna get back to Bronny. Bronny, all he has to do is just stay in the portal. Cause if things go left, you don't get picked by anybody. You might be like they said. I don't think you're a liability, but other teams may see you as a liability. Okay. You're a troll baby, but But what is your name? See, let me know your name. GDMD is that an acronym for something? And BM. Let me know what BM stands for and what GDMD stands for. Capitalism and democracy are not facts. I never said that. I never said that capitalism and democracy were synonymous. Democracy is four person against five people, but four person saying you're guilty, and that could just be taking your property away or taking your life away. That's democracy. Capitalism is basically having a proper social system where the government protects your property rights and that are connected to your individual rights. That's all capitalism is. There's the difference. But I need likes. Where are my likes? I got 3 people in here. Should be at least 1,000 people in here. Maybe 1,000,000 people in here. 1 like. Thank you for the like. I gotta bring it out of y'all. I should tell my Cash App too. My Cash App is $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. I'm gonna say that again. Cash App S is $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. And my PayPal is paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. That's it. He said, okay, okay. And what is that? Is that a fan one of one? Okay. A fan one of one? I'm a fan of none. You're a fan one of one. Okay, great. But yeah, so Bronny, do your goddamn thing, my friend. Do your goddamn thing. Surprise people. Make people go, oh my god. Like I don't even know. Let me see. Did Bronny get LeBron James reveals Bronny had surgery after cardiac arrest. Is dedicating Lakers season to his son. LeBron James revealed Monday that his son Bronny had surgery this summer after he experienced cardiac arrest at a basketball workout with USA. Okay, so he did have surgery. So this is a good thing. He must have had the balloon stent put in. It says that Bronny is doing extremely well. That's by LeBron. He has begun his rehab process to get back on the floor this season with his teammates at USC. With the successful surgery that he's had, he's on the up and up. It's definitely a whirlwind, a lot of emotions for our family this summer. Definitely. So that's a good thing. I don't know definitely if it was the balloon surgery. I've heard other people get the balloon surgery, and which is scary too because the balloon could pop. I think that's happened before. Let's not wish that on him. He has been able to go on. He underwent surgery before. Okay, hold on. Kratos 24 1981. Is the Green Bay good? I have no idea what you're talking about. So we're talking about basketball right now. A fan, a 1-on-1. He isn't even 30 and he had a heart attack. Well, let's not say heart attack. I mean, I don't know, because it's weird when you say heart attack because some people don't regard cardiac arrest as a heart attack. But if you want to say it in street terms, I guess you can say he had a heart attack. But I think let's just be proper and say cardiac arrest. Because I don't see a lot of reports that say heart attack. Respectfully, how is he not a liability? He had the surgery, sir. He had the surgery that said, you're cleared, you're able to play, you're going to be fine. You should live a long life. And again, he wasn't 30, but this is what happened. It was congenital. Congenital means it's from his birth, from being a little baby, from being an infant. So it goes way back to even before, a long time before. So that's something to consider as well. So I'm gonna wrap up with this right here. Bronny has to show that he has the stats to be a significant force on the court. Once he is able to demonstrate that, he shouldn't have any problems at all, and he should continue on with his journey and be somebody that can play in the NBA and be the first to ever play against a father-son on either the same team or on different teams. That would be a spectacle. All right. My question for today, this other half of the show. 4 people watching. I need at least 3 more likes. Make sure you hit that like button. I know you have to like this. I'm giving you game right now. I'm giving you serious, pardon the pun, basketball games and game as in wisdom and knowledge and ideals. But I need more likes. I need more people in here. I need at least 10,000 more viewers. I need at least 100,000 more viewers. So I only got 4 right now. But this is Saturday. This is what happens on Saturday. My favorite day is Monday. Monday is when I get like scores of people, at one time. But people are relaxing on Saturday. They don't want to listen to nigga talking. Thank you. Thank you. Subscribe. Kratos 24 1981. If you like my channel, make sure you subscribe. Yeah, he didn't know it was congenital. Exactly, it was congenital. It was from birth. It was definitely congenital. And that's not your fault. They don't talk about it that much. He had a cardiac arrest. He had a cardiac arrest. Like he was like 57 years old or something like that. And it was from the time he was born. So I don't blame you for that. A fan 1 of 1. I don't blame you. Because they didn't really bring that up that much. And they didn't bring up the fact that he had surgery. They just said, oh, he had cardiac arrest. And they didn't really explain too much. But that's neither here nor there. My other topic tonight, or today, or wherever the hell you are, could be in the morning somewhere, goddamn. The woman in your house. And I'm just talking to the heterosexual community, LGBTQ, take a seat, plus, take a seat right now. I'm talking to, my fellow heterosexuals. Was your mother a cleaner? Was she a person who cleaned around the house, made sure everything was spick and span, everything was nice and put in place and stuff like that? Or was your father the one that cleaned the house? In my case, it was my father. My father laid down the law. He said, look, y'all going to have to, clear out the kitchen for a little while. I'm going to be washing the floors. I'm going to make sure this is clean. I'm going to vacuum. I used to vacuum most of the house. I'll get back to that another day. But both my mothers, my biological mother and my stepmother, both hailing from Jersey, one part North Jersey, other part South Jersey, did not and do not. My biological mother, is in the bosom of Abraham now. She's passed on. She's with Jesus. I'm an atheist, but she's with Jesus. She did not clean. I don't remember ever. She might have cleaned one thing. She might have cleaned the bathroom one time. Like I only remember her one time, but beyond that, I don't remember her lifting a finger to dust, to vacuum, to do anything really. She didn't do anything but read the newspaper really. That's all I really remember her doing a lot. But she didn't really clean the kitchen. She didn't, wash and sanitize, the refrigerator. She didn't do anything like that. So my question to you is, did the woman in your life, is your wife or your girlfriend that you're living with, or, whatever, or your sister, whoever, your cousin, whoever the case may be, if she's a female, is she the cleaning type? Is she the type to pick up a broom and a mop? Is she the type to pick up a can of Lysol and she the type to pick up a can of some Pine Sol. She the type to pick up some Ajax to clean the toilets. Did she clean the bathroom? My sister used to clean the bathroom. I have to give her that much credit. She used to clean the tub and all of that. I would never do that part. She would do that. So I respect her for that. She still, gets on me for, if there ever was a ring. There's no ring around the tub anymore. I don't have that problem anymore. I haven't taken a bath in what, like 13 years? Maybe even more, 20 years? I don't even remember. Maybe when I was like 15. I don't know. But okay, look. A fan 101 says, my wife is the messy one. Yup. I'm the cleaner in our marriage. Yup. But my wife does cook very well. See, that's the difference too. My mom couldn't cook. My biological mom could cook, and my stepmother doesn't cook. She can cook. She has cooked before, but she doesn't. She just chooses not. Same thing with cleaning. She chooses not to clean the entire house. She's like, I bought the house. Hell, shit, I ain't gotta clean this mug. I ain't gotta clean this. I bought this house. What's it look like me cleaning up this place? You two gentlemen, you can clean the house all you want. I'm gonna just sit back, watch my stories that I gotta catch up on and The View and stuff like that. So she actually asked me earlier today if I had some pledge or something like that. I was like, nope. I mean, I clean my room, and I have cleaned. We have a family room. We have a living room. We have a den. We have this space right here. All's right here is just carpet. It's just carpet underneath me right now. But yeah. So a fan of 101 understands the plight, understands the struggle of the men cleaning, because that's not sold on Madison Avenue. They don't really show that much, or they haven't. Of late they showed more men cleaning, but from like the 50s, especially the 50s, and 60s, it was all the woman's job. The man is smoking a cigar and reading the newspaper and lifting his legs while the vacuum cleaner goes underneath, and and the dust bunnies go, chased away by the woman, because she has to pick up the food at the grocery, and she has to cook a meal and everything like that, and then of course clean the house. And today is Saturday. Saturday is usually the day where it's like in the Marine Corps, like a field day. Field day is like when we clean everything. It used to be on Sundays. Our day for field day was for Sunday. I'm a Marine, by the way. But our day for cleaning was on Sundays, and we would move the racks out of the way. We would swab the deck. We would get all the dust bunnies out of the way. We would scuzz the whole floor. Everybody's rack was pristine. Everybody's rack looked like a cigarette box, like a Newport cigarette box. We had the white pillow and sheet and the green blanket at the end. Semper Fi, Devil Dog is hoorah! Semper Fi. What rank were you, by the way? Your name always escapes me. A fan 1 of 1. I want to make sure I get it right. I don't want to disrespect. I want to say a fan 1 of 1. What rank were you? I was an E3. I was a Lance Coconut. I was a Lance Cooley. I got out, got my honorable discharge, got my VA. My GI Bill just expired because I was really going to go to school. I was really about to go to school. I was in 2005, 2009, 1st Division, 4th Regiment, Bravo Company, Infantry. Woo! Okay, we got a grunt. See, I'm a pincer pushing pogue. So we had that. But the thing is, this is the best thing I have to tell people. The enemy doesn't give a goddamn whether you're a pogue, whether you're a cook, whether you're a officer, if you're a major, whether you're a grunt. They're trying to kill all of us at the same. They don't give a goddamn. We're the only ones. Oh, you're a grunt. You're stupid. You don't know. Oh, you're a pogue. You're not a real person. You're not a real Marine. You can't. We're just dumb like that. We're just stupid. E3 because I had an NJP. Oh man. Did you get an honorable? Did you at least get an honorable hazing incident, quote unquote? Oh man, that's messed up. It probably wasn't even all that serious. It probably was like you probably told somebody that they couldn't drink water for an hour or something like that. So, and that was called hazing. They're called anything hazing nowadays. That's pretty messed up. If you got out, did you get an honorable though? Did you get an honorable? Tell me you please you got an honorable. If you got anything, if you got other than honorable or a bad conduct discharge or something stupid like that, I'm gonna be pissed. That's gonna piss off. That's gonna piss me off for the rest of the night. Honorable discharge. That's what I like to see. Ah, great. That little incident didn't have any bearing. Obviously, it must not have been that serious because you got an honorable discharge. Salute to you. Salute. All right, back to the topic. All right, so yeah, so that's the thing we can definitely understand. My dad was never in the military, but he was brought out by his grandmother to be very like gentlemanly and very strong and strong willed and always have an idea of keeping himself together, having the best dress, having the best clothes, having the best house, having the best car, everything, all that together. And a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people say, "Oh, you clean up your house, you must be a female." And that's bullshit. That is complete bullshit. Men clean too. That's what I should put as a hashtag. Men clean too, because it's true. It's not even like anything I gotta make up. I clean. I'm about to clean on Monday. That's gonna be my cleaning Monday. Mondays are gonna be my cleaning day. I do the only cleaning I do is I take off for exercising, and then I clean my clothes. I wash my clothes on Saturdays, and that's the only thing I do. But most of the people I know that work for the work for the man, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, and then they come up. They still gotta do work. Saturday they might sleep in 9, 10, 11, maybe even 12. But they know they got to get up. They got to wash you got to broom. You got to sweep the floors. They got to, swab the deck. They got to, get all that. They got to clean the oven. Sometimes the oven has to be cleaned. The refrigerator has to be cleaned out. Whatever's spoiled, whatever's old and has to go out. You have to take out the garbage. You have to take out the trash. Men and women. This is the thing too. Women, got to do the jobs that are mainly, described by men. Taking out the trash, cleaning the cars, washing the cars down. Even though most women do that as well. Trying to get points up for their fundraiser or whatever the case may be, and they're in their bikinis. But that's a different story. That's something different. That's different. But no, it's wild. It's how society. It's programming. It's all programming. When I was young, I was like wondering why is my stepmom driving, my dad not driving? I only know on TV and movies and films, the man always drives, the woman's always the passenger. Like that's bullshit. Women drive too, obviously, and men can be in the passenger seat. That's it's the truth. It's the reality. So my thing is I'm asking y'all. I appreciate a fan of one of one. I appreciate the honesty and the candor, and salute to the fact that you're a Marine. We're both Lance Coconuts, so like I said, the enemy could give a goddamn whether you're a Lance Coconut or a what do they call it, Lieutenant Colonel. They want you dead. They don't care. They want as many Marines dead, airmen, Coast Guardsmen if they go over. There are cases where Coast Guardsmen have gone over, but soldiers, sailors, and now Guardians. They want us all dead. What do you think 9/11 was for? Just women, just the kids, just black people, just red people, just white people, just yellow people. No, it was as many people as possible that were linked to America. How many people that are linked to it? Because not all Americans were killed in 9/11. Keep that. That's a fact. That's a fact of reality. What years were we? I was in from 2007 to 2009. Very short career. Got cut short because I was crazy. I had bipolar disorder. I'm crazy and deranged. I started ripping up magazines, going wild and crazy. It was a different sort. But were you bust down? Were you bust down? Were you something higher than a lance corporal? Were you a corporal or a sergeant? I never reached beyond. I just reached to Lance Corporal. I was a PFC, and they bumped me up right before I skated. Cause it's a weird world. The Marines is like in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. If you're in, you're in. If you're out, you're out. Like it's not even a game. It's nothing to play with. Like I had to go back to my unit. My unit was like, okay, well, this nigga has got to get his Lance Cooley got pinned on before he leaves here. So I was PFC, and then and I got pinned on for after 18 months of service. After my first deployment, and got busted down after going to the board for Marine of the Quarter. Wow, that's crazy. That's wild. But there it is. That's just the facts of reality of being a Marine. You know, we all have faced that truth, and that was part of the game. That's part of how it goes, and it's unfortunate for you. I'm just gonna call you 101, 101. It's unfortunate for you because it seems like you were a hard charger. It seems like you're a good Marine. And that's all that can be asked. It's like if Chesty Puller were alive, he would probably congratulate you and say, good job, excellent job. The Marine breed, you keep going on. Because that's the facts. I mean, you were Marine of the Quarter. I mean, come on. What more could you ask? I was not even close to that. My dumb ass could hardly get those reports out that I had to do. But they still pin me, and I still get 100% disability. Almost 4 stacks a month. But hey, that's all it is. And had 3 deployments in 4 years. I got it a little crazy when I got out, though. Okay. Definitely talk to somebody. Talk to your lawyer. Talk to somebody. Say, I'm seeing things. I'm hearing things. If it's true, because I can attest. I've been seeing things and hearing things, and that's the facts. Don't go up there and start lying, because if you start lying, you're going to go back in your story. You're going to be like, oh, well, I don't really have the... And they're going to be like, oh, okay. They haven't gone, oh, okay, to me, because I can tell it like it is. I can tell exactly what happened to me. But that's just me. I hope, you can get, your disability, 101. I honestly do. Richard James. Now, he talks about me being late. This nigga 47 minutes late. Ladies and gentlemen, you wanted the best, you got the best. I present you man who looks and walks and into the looking glass and witnesses in his own eyes what's cut rest of the I present back by popular demand. Skylar Saunder sees. Rick James. Salute this man. Salute this man. I got my rating from a VA2. Okay, make sure you get 100. Because I'm still struggling with 100. I thought, man, when I get 100, man, I'm gonna be balling. I mean, it's like close. It's not like I'm getting like 10,000 or 20,000 or $50,000 a year. But this is good. I'm able to, retire from a bullshit job like I had, which is a good job, but it's bullshit. Like, you understand? Starbucks. I worked at Starbucks. I was a barista, right? I was a barista, but I was on the cashier. I wasn't on the coffee machine. The only thing I made were frappuccinos, and that was the only thing I could do. But, so I was on the cashier, and that's another thing too about those jobs. They teach you and they instruct you and they keep you on the point for cleaning. You have to clean down the machines. You have to clean down the counters. You have to wash the floors. All of that has to be done. So that's just another example of how men get to clean. Men, I don't know who started that. It might have been Madison Avenue. Madison Avenue in New York, the creators of different commercials and advertisements and spots and stuff like that. They had a big run with women. She wants the vacuum cleaner. She wants the Swiffer. We don't even have a vacuum cleaner. We have a rainbow. We have a rainbow. Pause. No Diddy. We have a rainbow cleaning unit. House cleaning unit. It's not a vacuum cleaner. It's a house cleaning unit. Because it's the awesome. It uses water and it traps the dust. It traps all the dust in the mechanism in a little basin. And you just pull it out and then dump it down the toilet. Rick James says, I used to work on 437 Madison Avenue, Manhattan, New York City. Wow. Were you an advertiser? Were you a copy editor or something like that? What was your role on Madison Avenue, Rick James? What did you do? What was your life like? What did you do? What was life like for Rick James? And when was it during the 60s? I know you're older, man. You're like 75 years old, so you would have been a little bit. I can't do the math right now, but you would have been probably a young man in the 1960s, 70s, maybe 80s. Probably you were probably in the 70s or 80s, because you have to be around 30 or 40 years old around that time period. Accountant, okay. I don't know. That's the problem. It must be the dust, because that doesn't show well with you right now. Back in the 70s, exactly. After Nam, okay. So we got veterans in here. I got to remember. Rick James. Salute to one of one. His full name is a fan underscore one of one. AFAN underscore 1OF1. Salute to that man, Rick James. He's a fellow Marine, fellow military man. So and I know Rick James understands, the idea of I got 3 likes and I got 3 people watching. That's all I ask for. That's all I'm asking for. I mean, I'm asking for 1,000 likes and 1,000 people, but that's something else. Yeah. So and excuse Rick James, one of one. He had your name wrong. He's on the dust. He's literally on. He smokes water. He's on the dust. He's on angel dust. So you gotta excuse Rick James. He's not like his accountant days. Yes. He's one of one says to James, "Thank you for your service too." So we're on, and we all know. We all know what it's like. We know that that was part of that. That's bullshit too. That's weird. That's weird because the hazing really was with that damn scuzz brush, right? Remember that scuzz brush? One of one, that was hazing. When we had to do races and stuff like that. Remember the races that we did? Now I'm snitching. I'm snitching on the core right now. But we used to do races with the little brushes, like you would clean your shoes or you clean, the toilet. Not well, you could clean the toilet, I guess, but you would clean the tub with. But we had these little scuzz brushes, and we would be on our hands and walk with our legs and like run kind of like down on the deck and just go across the whole squad bay, cleaning this up. And then it's scuzz, harder, faster, aye, sir. Scuzz, harder, faster, aye, sir. That's not hazing? I mean, what is their definition of hazing? That's goofy. It's subjective. It's really weird. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. It was making us stronger. And goddamn if I didn't lose at least 15 pounds when I was in, or at least 5 pounds or something, like 10 pounds, something like that, when I was in boot camp. But when I got out, when I went to the fleet, it was the same thing. It was just more relaxed. You had to that was another thing too. Every Friday, you had to make sure your room was on point. I never got an outstanding. I never got I wanted to be in the Marine Corps long enough to get an outstanding. I never got an outstanding. Never got an outstanding. Some people, had the whole, weekend clear, and they had an outstanding room. All right, one of one says, chemo clean. They put all different chemicals in the bathroom in the fleet. Yes, facts. Chemo clean. You get a bucket. You fill it up with Pledge, and you fill it up with Ajax. You fill all these different things, except the combination of ammonia and bleach. That's the only thing. You don't want to put those two together. Everything else, though, you put them all together and you swirl around. That's what you got. Boot camp hazing. Drill instructors kick me in the chest. Yeah, I thought of it as was just normal. Not complaining. Yeah, no, I understand. That's not complaining. That's some people ask for it. They're like, punch me in the chest, sir. This recruit wants wants this recruit to get punched in the chest, sir. And they're like, bam, just whoop. I just remember just hearing that thick, that right there, that sound, real. I still remember it. The kid wanted it. He asked for it. He said, "This recruit wants to get hit in the chest, sir." And the DI said, "Bam!" He just cold cocked him right in his chest. And I think he said, "Receive, sir. Good evening, sir." I would if you, for a price. Uh, whoever you are with the 7 at the end, I will not shout out your YouTube. We don't do shout outs. I will salute. I'll salute you. I'll salute your channel. I'll salute you, all of that. I'll salute anybody's channel. I'll give you a wrench if you give me the right price. My minimum is $20, and as a matter of fact, I have to do my advertisements. Let me do my advertisements real quick. If you want to have great sea moss, okay, you put it in razzmatazz, exactly. Yeah, so whoever you are with the 777 at the end of your name, if you really want me to salute your brand and tell about your brand, it's $20. $20 is the limit. Okay. Go if you want to experience great gummies and wild crafted sea moss, go to Peng's Products, which is LIFESTRONGAPPAREL, lifestrongapparel.com. Hey Angie, I thought you ghosted me, girl. Girl, hey, this might do whatever you can, but my house minimum is $20. My house minimum is $20, Angie. But you can do whatever you can do. If you can't do it today, do it another day. But I appreciate you, Angie. This might go on a little bit longer. I might go a little bit longer today. But yeah, but Angie, no, I was busy. Okay, you were busy. Okay, I understood. But the house minimum now is $20. I raised it up, and the monthly is $100. But you can do whatever you want, girl. I can trust you. You've given a great deal of money in the past. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to do $20, if you want to do $50, if you want to do $7.35, go ahead. Do what you gotta do, girl. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button, and I appreciate you. Let me do these products though. So that's Peng and his lifestrongapparel.com. Check out the site. I've never had the gummies or the sea moss. I want to try that out. He keeps promising me. He hasn't promised me, but he keeps telling me that he's going to give me the product. All right, at BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube.com. He is a great guy to begin with. He's funny. He's got a great sense of humor. He's playful. He's not an overgrown adolescent, but he has the mind of a playful jester. So definitely check out B Jackson 5478 on YouTube.com. He has chicken. Thank you to Angie Cooper. That is my main lady in this room. Seriously, I was gonna give it to Chelsea, but I haven't seen Chelsea. She must be busy too. All y'all been busy. Hope y'all been getting that money. That's all I can say. Thank you, Angie. I appreciate. I had a $160 goal for the day. She brought it down to $145, if you can count. $15. So appreciate you very much, Angie. Thank you very much. Check out B Jackson. Also, check out Spirit Smooth Tunes. SPIRITSMOOTHTUNES. If you want to listen to Kim, if you want to listen to Najee, if you want to listen to all these different people, the Gap Band, Rolls Royce, Slave, the Brothers Johnson. If you like these bands and individuals, you're going to enjoy Spirit Smooth Tunes catalog on YouTube.com. Tell them I sent you. Check out twitch.tv/.focus, DOTFOCUS_, and that's one underscore, not a full bar, just a one underscore. Twitch.tv/DOTFOCUS_. He's got great games that he's playing. He's a great player. He has excellent skills. He's a killer with that scope. When he's got your eyes, he's blinking. He's winking through the scope. Like Jay-Z said, on the game, of course, on the video game. But yeah, he's definitely a great guy. I want to meet him in real life. I want to meet him in IRL. But yeah, he's a great guy. All right, so if you want to advertise like so many others, if you want to sponsor, just give me money. That's basically what a sponsorship is. Just give me money, like Angie Cooper. Very much appreciated. She is a woman of great moral character because she always comes through. If she says, you know what, I don't got it today, she comes back with a bag. And I'm glad, I'm really happy with that. You know, she does that many times, but today she brought a bag. So I appreciate that. I don't ever take that for granted. I don't take any of you for granted. I appreciate it. So if you want to join the club, you can hit me up, paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. Again, that's paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. Also, Venmo, if anybody uses Venmo, at SKYLERIZED. And Cash App, $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. Okay, I'm gonna take a poll. I'm gonna start it right now. Should I go to 6? This is gonna be a quick poll. 6 p.m. Eastern. Just give me a moment, folks. All right, so should I go to 6 p.m. Eastern time? Because it's a little after 5 right now. So I'll take it to about 5:10, 5:05, 5:10. Let you guys vote. See one vote already. See one for yes, a vote for yes. I see that. Two votes, but yeah. So I gotta thank Angie Cooper. I appreciate. She says, "What did you tell?" Well, I can tell you since you paid today. I'll tell you, Angie Cooper. I normally tell people, wait till the rebroadcast, or go back in earlier in the live if that's possible. I don't even know if that's possible. But I was talking about in the first segment. I was talking about Bronny James going into the NBA draft and having a GM and a scout saying he should go back to school. I should say he should go into the league. If he's healthy, if he's able to do it, I just want to see a father and son either play on the same team or play against each other. That would be awesome. I mean, brothers are on the court. The Lopez brothers, the Antetokounmpo. I think they're brothers or cousins. I think they're brothers. Seth and Steph are on different teams, but they're still brothers in the league. So it's a different kind of game. It's a different kind of game. It's very familial. So they're saying yes. I'm seeing, oh my gosh, I'm getting a lot. Yeah, so 100% yes. Wow, okay. Four votes. Yes, so I'll go to 6. I'll go to 6. I'll put away the poll. In poll. I got a huge response. Yes, 100%. 4. Out of 4 votes. Yes, all 100%. So I'll go to 6 o'clock. Yeah, Angie. Yeah. So do you follow basketball, Angie? Is that one of your favorite sports? Well, it doesn't look like everyone loves the show, Rick James. It looks like a few people, a number of people. I've been getting good numbers. I know what to do now. I use this mobile device gives me good numbers. I don't know why. I don't know what the hell the difference is. Oh, a little. Okay. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. But are you aware of the situation with Bronny? Are you familiar with his health scare? Are you familiar with his collegiate career? His his time and on the team with USC. But I like LeBron and family. Okay, I like LeBron too. I think LeBron is good for the game. He's definitely a great asset. He keeps the game alive and strong, and there's just so many superstars like Russell Westbrook. There's Chris Paul. There's Maxey. There's just too many names. Like all stars, like superstars, and they keep the game moving. And LeBron James just happens to be the main draw for the past what 15, 20 years. Like it's crazy. And he shows no signs of slowing down. He's going to be an old man of the NBA soon. I think he might be the oldest person in the NBA right now. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're scared for okay? Yes, those well, it wasn't really COVID. It wasn't the COVID shots. It was he had a congenital heart defect. With Bronny. If you're talking about Bronny, you could be right about LeBron, but I'm talking about Bronny. Bronny had a congenital heart defect, and he had surgery on it, and it looks like he's rather hale. That's another word for healthy. Yeah, so that's it. But I have my other question, my other clue. Angie Cooper. Angie Cooper, keep it real, keep it Trilla. Are you a cleaning lady? Not professionally, but just in your own house. Do you clean up? Do you wash? If there's dishes to wash, or you have a washing machine, do you put away the dishes? Do you mop the floor? You sweep and mop the floors? Yes. Let's see what Bronny does. Right. But this was crazy about the delay, but you're doing a good job, Angie. I appreciate your patience, but yeah. Or do you clean up? Do you vacuum? Do you clean the tub? Do you use Ajax? Do you use Pine Sol? Do you use Windex? You use all these different products. I'm just name dropping. Haven't got a dime from any of them, but you know what I mean. Do you use these products to clean your domicile, your apartment, your house, your van, whatever it may be? That was no disrespect. I'm just saying. Yes, Rick James, you're coming in. You're a little late. You're a little late. I'm only gonna fill in Angie Cooper on the information. Okay. Well, I'm between two places. My place where I'm gonna reside. Yes, I clean. Yes, that's great. That's good to go. Cause my mother, my biological mother, God, there is no God, but God rest her soul. You know, she didn't clean. She was not the cleaning type. She did not have that initiative. She didn't have that. I don't know. Do you have to have a gene to clean? She didn't have that. She had, more of a sense of, I'm just going to stretch across the bed and read this newspaper and, sit up and watch, TV and stuff like that. She wasn't really a cleaner. She didn't really clean that much. But I was. I've been cleaning ever since I was like 7 or 8 years old, maybe even earlier. My dad told me how to wash my clothes. That's what I just did today. Put whites with whites, reds with reds, darks and darks, and lights and lights. She wasn't busy. No, no, Angie Cooper. She wasn't busy. She was. I don't want to. I could say lazy, and that'd be the easy way to say it. But it was more like she was just preoccupied. If you understand what I'm saying, like it wasn't like she could. Like I said before, she used to clean the bathtub. That's where I remember her cleaning. She would do that from time to time, but I don't remember her cleaning, the stairway, the steps, the hallway, the kitchen. She wasn't really a good cook either. So it wasn't like, oh well, she could cook at least. I couldn't even say that. She wasn't that great of a cook. My dad taught me how to clean. My dad is the one that cooks, cleans, does all that. Taught me how to be a man, all of that. So he gets the proper acknowledgement for that. Bree 70, she had a toy. Not following what you're saying there, Bree 70. Could you clarify? Yeah, that it is different. Yeah, what was a little different. Yeah. Could you clarify, Bree 70? I appreciate you. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Well, that's big. You had support. Angie Cooper says, "Yeah, I had a lot of support. My dad is my support system. He continues to be. He's my caregiver. I live with him. I'm in the same household. I mean, it would be cute to say, yeah, I can get my own place and be all, autonomous and individualistic. And I'm still individualistic. I'm just under a different level. He has to monitor my drugs that I take. He has to monitor that. So it would make sense only to just be in the house. Like we could literally like have a house, in like where I want to live in Wilmington or something like that. Well, what sense would that make for me to live, miles away, and he has to go and check my drugs each and every day? No, I live under the same roof, and he takes care of that. So as a caregiver. So I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. Angie Cooper says, "Wow," and okay. So she understands. She understands. So I'm just appreciative of my father. He did the cleaning today. This is what he does. He locks down everything. He puts on classic rock, Genesis, the Rolling Stones, the Who, Guns N' Roses, Nirvana, all of that, and so many more bands. Billy Joel, Elton John, but John Bon Jovi, who am I forgetting? David Bowie, he just puts all that on. Yeah, support is very big. Yeah, that is great. Yes, it is. That's what Angie Cooper is saying. And, to all you out there listening. But yeah, so he puts on all the classic rock. He clears out the kitchen, puts the chairs out of it, puts the table back, sweeps, swaps the deck, runs the vacuum cleaner. I'm gonna run the vacuum cleaner on Monday. That's my time for vacuuming, and also cleaning up my room. I do say, I do this. Everybody knows this, when you go like this, and it's like you do this, you know exactly what that means. It is help. Yes, yes. Angie Cooper says it's helpful emotionally, very helpful emotionally, and psychologically. The thought of it, the fact that I'm with my father, my dad, as a man of color, as a race, racism, black man, how many my brother-in-law didn't know his father that well. My stepbrother was raised by his mother. I mean, it's not a game for the black community. It's not, or for the black people, black race, if you want to say that. It's not really a race, but you know what I mean. So I'm just glad I can spend as much time as possible with my dad as long as I can, for whatever cases may happen, whatever circumstances may arise. I'm very thankful of that. Not to God or anything like that, but thankful to the fact that of reality, just the basis of truth and what's right. I'm just very happy about that. I'm able to say good morning, Dad, and see him and be able to hug him and stuff like that. That's cool. And I have my own place one day. It's not like it's never going to happen. I had my own place one time. I was out of the house twice. I was in the house. Then I went to the Marine Corps. Then I came back to the house. Then I went crazy again after the Marine Corps. I went crazy to get out of the Marine Corps. Then I went crazy to get back into the VA system, the Veterans Affairs, or the VA system. And I just went. I lost my mind. That's why I got 100% disability rating, which is no laughing matter, but it's just a fact of reality. It's the truth. But so I came back home, and now I've been here since 2013. So a little over before one of us says you can advance, you can live by yourself. Make sure you take all your drugs, take every drug on time when you need to, and be like that, because I still need him to be the one to do that. Numa462, you look nice. Well, I thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for saying I look nice. I have $145 raised. That needs to be raised. I have $15 raised. If you want to help out that, if you want to help me out, you can supply my Cash App or my PayPal. My Cash App is $SKYLERSAUNDERS1, and my PayPal is paypal.me/SkylarSaunders, SKYLERSAUNDERS. My house minimum is $20. It's kind of steep, but I gave a little leeway for Angie Cooper because she's giving me far much more than that. So, and you're new, so $20 is the minimum. Thank you very much. Angie Cooper, it's a lot of money. So if you can get nice place with family and keep your money. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's no joke. Cause I got credit card debt that's like, if all it takes is like a few more, payments, and I could be out of it, but the interest charges are just ridiculous. Credit cards are excellent. Credit cards are great. But buy and then pay off. Buy, pay off, buy, pay off. Purchase, pay. Purchase, pay. Remember that mantra. Because I did, run up, run up, run up, and now I'm paying all this in interest. I put down like over the scheduled amount, but then the interest charges totally negate how much I put down. So it's like, it's crazy. So I'm in a point where I'm hustling. That's why I'm doing these shows, because it's for my bank account. It's for a good cause. It's for a good cause. All this money I'm asking for is for a good cause. It's for my bank account. I've got a second CC to establish credit. I have to get a secured CC to establish credit. Okay, that's part of the game too. You get secured CC. Once you get a credit card, it's that weird situation. It's that weird. I can buy this. I can do this. It's that freedom. It's that weird sense, because it's like water, but you got to fill it back up. You got to fill it back up every month. It's like come on. That's cute. You bought those new shoes. That's real cute. That's nice. But come on. That's nice. You bought that purse, but I'm sorry, lady. Come on. They want that money. No matter what. So, but yeah, once I get like that the artist formerly known as Kanye West, yay, he had my favorite song from him. My favorite song by him is Can't Tell Me Nothing. La 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 la. Wait till I get my money right. That's the realest thing ever. I think anybody and everybody in the world can relate to that. Even if you're a billionaire, you may not have your money right. You could have, more. You could be a billionaire but still have debt that is, outstanding and still within without your limits, and you still may be paying that down based on whatever you are. But you're a billionaire, but you're still paying down whatever debts you had. I'm trying to stay away from credit cards, but I have to establish some credit. Exactly. See, I have good credit. I had almost great credit. I almost had outstanding credit. But I went and got us the house offense. That took me off, way off. I had to buy some other items, and it just went down. Like, whole credit rating, everything went just went on a slope. Just went way down. So who do I have in here? Angie Cooper or Numa462, which I would imagine is a female. Who do I have in here? There's one person I see in the like. It could be more, but this is what I see in the person, in the meter, in the people meter. Numa462. Yes, sir. Are you a female or are you a male? Okay. Angie's still here. Okay, so you're still here, but the meter says only one person. So, you can't go by the algorithm all the time. Even though the algorithm is God. You can't go by it all the time. But Yeah. So, are you a female, Numa 462? I'm not sure. I can't see your photo and your Avi avatar. So you are a female. Is that what you're saying? Yes, sir. Too. Say yes, I am a female if you are able to speak, so I understand exactly. Because I'm stupid. I'm not trying to say you're wrong or something like that. I'm slow. I have to take things very slowly. So okay, got it, understood. Okay, so I got two females in here. This is what I wanted. Female from America. Are you from America, Numa 462? Are you from America? That's another yes or no question. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, two females is what I like. This is the kind of viewership I enjoy. I like men to be on here as well. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with guys on here too. But I bipolar disorder. Okay, you have bipolar disorder. So welcome to the club. Bipolar disorder. Welcome. Is a safe space. We can talk about how those highs. When you're manic, and everything is like I gotta buy this, I gotta go here, I gotta give away these clothes, I gotta yeah, I'm sure you've been there. And then the low side, the depression side, you're just crying for no reason, and you're like, what's going on here? Yes, thank you. But yeah, so you're out of it. You're in bed till 2 o'clock p.m. and you've been sleeping since 11 p.m. the previous night. That's how bipolar works. That's what I can relate. That's bipolar one. Are you bipolar one or bipolar two? If you may ask, if I may ask, if you can answer if you like. If you don't want to answer, that's cool too. But yeah. So that's the life. I mean, I can't make this up. That's what I said about hearing things and seeing things. I hear things and I see things, and not everybody can relate to that, but I can, and it's the facts and truth. That's why I get money every month. I'm crazy, so they pay me. That's the way you have to relate to other people. That's what. Oh, he's crazy. They're not gonna say, oh, he has bipolar disorder one. Oh no, he's crazy. It's two syllables. You don't have to say, you have to get technical or anything. Okay, that's okay. If you're not sure, that's okay. Go to your physician. Go to your psychiatrist. They'll figure it out. They'll have all this on file, I'm sure. But I'm bipolar one. I do know that. Definitely understood that. But it really doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, I think, in some circumstances. But bipolar is basically bipolar in most circumstances. And there's so many ways, just like the AIDS epidemic. There is no AIDS epidemic anymore. What is that? Okay, now you lost me. You lost me, Numa. Lamotringine. I never, I never. Is that a drug? Lamotringine. I never heard of that. Never heard of that. I'm on lithium, olanzapine, and clonazepam. Those are the psych drugs that I take. It's of course it's turned into the psych drug hour. My dumbass. But yeah, so that's what happens. That's what happens this whole time. Yes, mood stabilizers. Exactly. Mood stabilizers. Yeah, so they keep you. I'm all for my drugs. And it's weird too because it's like when I first got the drugs, they sucked. I was on Seroquel. Oh my god, that is a monstrous drug. It's a vicious, evil from Satan drug. Like you take it and you eat a meal, right? And the food when it digests, like, with the pill in your system, it's like, did my best friend just die? Did the dog die? Did the house burn down? Like, it's traumatic. It was like the worst feeling. I felt like awful. And it just made me want to go to sleep. I guess the reason that was its main purpose, but the, its side effect was, just complete despair. It was awful. Then I was on a Let me see if I can pronounce this right. I'm gonna have to check it, look it up. I'm looking up now. A piprazole. I was on a piprazole, and that really wasn't even. It's for acute manic episodes associated with bipolar disorder. I wasn't having acute manic disorders. I didn't have any acute manic disorders while I was on the drugs. This drug was to stabilize that, to neutralize that. I'm telling you. And then I was on, a few other drugs, but they finally got what we call the right cocktail. This is like in 15 or 16, and they put it together, and it was wonderful. I haven't had a bad reaction. I haven't had an episode. I haven't been in a psych ward in over a decade. It's been very beneficial for me. So I really do appreciate it. I got love hate for Seroquel. Hell, yeah, I know. That's the thing with Seroquel. Seroquel was the closest thing I've ever taken to like a recreational drug. Like this is what I think. What most people feel like. Like I said, it helped you go. It did help me go to sleep. But when you first hit it, and if you were eating something, your brain is like, it's like real woozy. And I just remember eating. I remember going to McDonald's. I remember driving in my car. I had a Saab 93, 1999, and this was 2009. So that was a 10-year-old car. I bought cash, $4,000. And so anyway, I go up to McDonald's, go to the drive-thru, give me a sandwich. Where was out at the time? Took it back home. Ate. Took my drugs. Ate. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? I was like, what is this? Like, usually I didn't take it with the food. I just had, I just took it by itself, and it was like, I'm woozy, it's all right, and I just go to sleep. But this was like going through a whole tunnel or something like that. It was just wild. I wish the doctors knew how the drugs make you feel. Exactly. There should be some kind of trial for the doctors. They should be able to whatever they prescribe. They should be able to take for that week. I'm kidding, of course. I mean that wouldn't be ridiculous, but I think the doc that I have right now is very understanding. He like most of all the docs I pretty much have were all saying you're doing well, you're fine, you're doing okay, and they understood, and they heard me out if I had any issues, but mainly it's just like, okay, that's great. All right, so are you taking your drugs? Well, they would say your medicine, whatever the case may be. And I was like, yes, yes. And then then I would say, then they would say, okay, so is November 14th at 11 o'clock okay for you? Or, and that was like the whole, thing. A lot of people, have a vision, because it was probably true in the 20th century. Excuse me, I got the hiccup. It was probably true in the 20th century that they had the chair and the person with the notebook and is asking questions and talking about what was your relationship with your mother like. That's what people had that. I guess it's stereotypical, or a cliched view of what psychotherapy is now. But that's basically the psychotherapy session that I have. It's are you taking your medicine or taking your medication? Yup. And okay, so is September the 13th? Is that a good day for you? It's like, yeah, it's wonderful. 1 o'clock, perfect. And that's pretty much the whole. I mean, and then when we get into other stuff, like I say, they ask me how I'm doing, what I'm doing. I'm telling them I'm writing, I'm making shows and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, you're on YouTube. That's cool. That's great. Well, that's wonderful. And it just goes on to that whole point. But it's totally different from what is viewed on TV shows and movies and even books, I would imagine. I was on a great cocktail, then everything changed after I quit smoking cigarettes. Newports are evil. Yeah, well, the Newport isn't evil, and you aren't evil. It's just that we have to, abstain from certain things. We have to, completely have abstinence and be completely sober if we're alcoholics, and if we're, and that's the thing too. Alcoholics can have as many nicotine, nic fixes as possible. They can have as much, what's that, Newports as possible. They just can't drink, but you can smoke. You and get lung cancer. You just won't get psoriasis of the liver, or something like that from drinking, or getting a drug, be a drunk driver in a car accident, or a car collision. That's just the reality. That's just what we're working with right now. That's just the reality. But I just am just taking back on my journey. My journey is just it's enough you could write a book on. Sex, Murder, and Mason, and Romance for the Streets, and I tell you, it'd be a bestseller. Who said that? um, well, I'm smoked the free but miserable. Yeah, well, I hate to hear that you're miserable. To be honest, I don't want people to be miserable unless you deserve it. Somebody that molests a child, that and they're miserable, they have to be miserable. They better be. Somebody who kills somebody in cold blood, that they should be miserable and brought to death. But I think there should be a death penalty for pedophiles. Definitely, definitely should be one. If it's certain, if it's sure, if it's defined, and there's no shadow of a doubt, they should definitely be put to death. But I used to smoke too. I smoked Jarm. If you're familiar with cigarillos, I used to smoke Jarm. I used to smoke Garcia Vega cigars. Those were during my military years, especially during when I was in the Marine Corps. I had the notion of smoking because I thought that would relieve the stress. It didn't. I was a smoker. I didn't inhale. I don't think I inhaled really. I just puffed, and probably prayed for mouth cancer or something like that, to take me out of this misery, because it wasn't the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps was great. It was and especially there's a Lance Corporal by the name of Uriarty. I can't think of his first name right now, but I'm gonna look it up. All right. All right. Terminal. What's his name? God damn it. I'm looking for it right now. I'm trying to remember his name. Maximilian. Maximilian Uriarte. Uriarte. Um, he has a great quote, and I can't find it right now, but I'm gonna paraphrase. I love the Marines. I don't like the Marine Corps. I'm paraphrasing that because I don't know if he said I don't like, but the Marines are like the camaraderie and the one-upmanship, and I'm the best, and I'm the greatest, and you have to fight for yours. You have to earn it. Nothing's ever given, always earned. All that goes into the whole idea. So that's great. By the way, thank you for your service. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. So yeah. So I mean that was this is where it all comes from. This is all of this is because of the Marine Corps. I wouldn't even be sitting here. I don't think. I don't think I'd be in. I don't know. I'm probably in a worse situation if I was in the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps is such a beautiful situation. It has lifted so many people out of poverty, out of abject, despair, and it's crafted whole lives. People that were privates, yeah, just nothing. You are a zero. You are less than nothing. You're less than an amphibious shit in the Marine Corps, in the Marine boot camp. You're not even a Marine yet. You're a recruit. But they can rise all the way up in 20, 30 years to becoming the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. That to me is beautiful. And they can do more than that. They can do, by the time they're a sergeant, they can start taking courses online, go to night school, do correspondence courses and go become what we call a Mustang. A Mustang is someone that um goes from being an enlisted to an officer. You have to have a college degree of at least 4 years, and there's probably programs that are probably 2 or 3 years, but by now or even less. You just have to get certifications or something like that. I'm not sure how exactly it works, but that's all I know. When you're a Mustang, I don't even know where you start. I don't know if a sergeant starts at a second lieutenant, which is the lowest officer rank, or if you're a chief warrant officer. I don't know the complete dynamics of it. I was prepared to do it. I was saying I was going to be a general one day, but bipolar got the best of me. The Marine Corps said, "Boop," kicked me out. So that's where I am right now. Rick James back in the building. Interesting, very interesting. And were you here the whole time? Were you really here the whole time? It's not you. It's not your fault. It's this damn algorithm. Goddamn algorithm. Now it's 3 people. It was 1 person. Now it's at 3 people. Okay. It's very goofy. It's a very strange system. But yeah. So I think it's worthwhile. He said, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." You don't have to. You have to. We say yes, sir. I know. We say yes, sir. But I should be definitely calling you, sir, because you definitely are. Hold on. I'm 35. You're 75, 40 years older than me, than I am. So I definitely should be calling you, sir. And you served your time, so that's like a double whammy. You served in the Vietnam War, the war that everybody hated. Vietnam is such a vortex into just disgustingness and sadness and despair and ugliness. It's not even a game, because abroad it sucked. You were getting shot at. There was mortars going off. There's grenades and bombs and your friends dying and people. It sucked. Obviously, then you come home. It sucked. People were spitting on your new uniform, saying you were a baby killer, and it sucked. The VA didn't give a goddamn. Bob was like, "Oh well, did you get your legs blown off? All right, we'll get you a wheelchair or something like that. You'll be all right. Whatever. You get your spinal cord broken, all right, snapped. All right, well we'll set you up with a bed that you can just lie in. We'll put a IV in you. You don't have to eat anymore. And then here's a what is it called? God damn. What is that? Colostomy bag. We got a colostomy bag for you. You don't have to get up and go to the bathroom anymore. It's like they didn't care. There were no programs. There were no outreach. There was no, and the private companies didn't care. Madison Avenue didn't give a goddamn. Now companies, oh my god. Oh, there's a veteran discount. There's a veteran discount. Veteran discount. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Oh my god. I can't count how many people have said that to me. They just said it to me today. Numa 462 said it. Oh, hello, Mod. I thought this was a private convo. No, we can have a private convo, Numa. You know my email address, skyrlersunders@gmail.com. You can send me an email, and we can have a private conversation. It's up to you. I'm not forcing you to do anything, but that can definitely be it. But Rick James is saying, I was in my 40s when you were in diapers, sir. It's facts. That's true. You remember Akron, Ohio? No, I don't. I've only been to Cleveland. Yay, pneumonia. Jesus Christ. It's Numa. I knew you were going to mess it up. I use those bags. IHOP has veteran discounts. Yes. A lot of corporate America just switched their whole on. It may have been within 91, but definitely post 9/11. Post 9/11 was like, oh my God, we just got attacked. We're got to go to war with somebody. It was really about Iran and Saudi Arabia, but Afghanistan, they were there for a little while. I guess he's still there. Maybe we can look in the caves or something like that. And then we'll spend 20 years of death and destruction and building sewers and bridges and stuff like that. Iraq, the same thing. We gave them democracy. They can have their purple finger now. So great, wonderful, perfect. Even McDonald's has free veteran discount coffee Wednesdays. Yes. I spent time with veterans. They were in I think they were in Vietnam, or it may have been a little bit older. It may have been Korea or Vietnam. It could be. It's one of those. But yeah, I had a coffee with them. It was awesome. But I don't drive anymore. I'm not a driver. I don't. I have no vehicle. I have no desire to get behind the wheel. It wasn't my fault, but I was in a It wasn't traumatic. It was just dramatic. It was a dramatic vehicle collision. My truck flipped over on its side, and I was like, you know what? I'm good, because I was in a very close encounter with another vehicle. It was a bumper cruncher, but it wasn't like her bumper was crunched. My vanity plate was messed up. So I was like, well, I got more damage than you, so it's not even that much of a problem. She said, I still need your name and number, please. And I was like, all right, give her my name and number. Yes, Rick James, salute. Democracy is not for me. He says that, and I agree with him. Were you hurt? I was not hurt. I was not physically hurt. Psychologically damaged? Probably not. Because it wasn't traumatic. It was just dramatic. It was like, whew, it just shook me. I was just shook. I had to admit, I was shook, because I was like, my truck is really on its side. Like, it turned to the right. It was on the passenger side. If it was on the driver's side, it would probably been a problem. My head could have, banged against the window or something like that. If I had a passenger, I was just by myself. If I had passengers in the car, it probably would have been a problem. But it was, that was almost 5 years ago. Going on 5 years ago. No, not 5 years ago. What is that? 4? Yeah. It will be 5 years. It will be 5 years ago. Yeah. Okay. Was there a James Bond car flip? No, just one. It just tossed. It just flipped on its side. One flip. Didn't go over and over and over. Didn't roll. If you bang your head, you would be a vegetable right now. Possibly. Numa, okay. Nice talking with you guys. Gotta go. Peace. Before you go, Numa, remember, $20 is the minimum. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you slide this time. If you're still around, please tell me if you're still around. And again, we can talk, through email. SKYLERSAUNDERS. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the conversation we had. Take care. You had the worst. You're the worst, Rick James. Salute pneumonia. It's Numa. It's Numa. Numa 462. I don't think that's a dude. It's a female. I think it's a female. I think it's a female. I have to make 100% sure. But yeah. So it's important to realize just where we are as human beings in this life, because this one of the greatest phrases is life. Nobody gets out alive. Or death. Excuse me. Is it life or death? Death. Nobody gets out alive. Yeah, it's life. It's life. Life. Nobody gets out alive. That's a fact, and that's an inherent that you're gonna experience trouble if you're a human being. No matter what station you are, how much money you have, what how quote unquote prestige, which doesn't mean anything. Look it up. Numa, Google it. I think it means breath. Before I look it up, I think spirit. Yeah, I was right. Hey, I got it right. But it also means in the context spirit or soul. But I thought it was breath. But especially if you're a female, hit me up on my email. If you're not a female, that's cool too. We can learn how to get some money together, do something like that. Even if you're female, we can learn how to get money together. But yeah, spirit or soul, Numa, yeah, breath. I just thought it was breath, but it also means spirit or soul. That was before I even looked it up, to be honest. Telling the truth, I didn't even look it up yet. I looked up Numa. and it's spirit. You can tell how fast that before you said the to Google it. Back on when this video gets aired again. Good job, thanks. So definitely hit me up with an email, Numa. Hit me up with an email. We can talk business. We can talk bipolar. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Hit me up. All right, so made $15 in 2 hours so far. That's not bad. Some people don't get $15 in 16 hours. They get $1 an hour or less. Let's talk life with Grandpa. What do you want to talk about that creepy, goofy, disgusting show? Because you said they were pedophiles, right? If they're pedophiles, I don't even want to talk about it. You said they're pedophiles. If you say they're pedophiles, I don't want to talk about it. Thanks. You're a genuine nice guy. I appreciate that. See, I have to be real. I just have to be honest. As long as I'm honest, I'm good. That's how I go to sleep. It's not just my drugs, but I've been up because of some moral circumstances. But if I go to sleep well, that means I did a good thing. So I appreciate it, Numa. Thank you. And hit me up on my email, SKYLERSAUNDERS. Take care. But it's it's life with Grandpa. What is it? What is it with you, Rick James? With this life and Grandpa issue. What's going on? You do a lot of creepy. Where do you get all these creepy shows? Like you have a list of them. Like the Lovies and um Obey the Walrus and all kinds of just. I mean, I respect it because I have what you like. You like it's educational bullshit. How do I send money to you? Oh, once again, what is your best ways are Cash App, $SKYLERSAUNDERS 1. I'm gonna say it again slower. Cash App, SKYLERSAUNDERS 1. Also, PayPal, paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. I appreciate it. Yeah, the Lovets. Yeah. Not the Lovies, but the Lovets. Thank you for correcting me on that goofy, creepy, you know, give you the willies kind of show. God, that's such a weird. Those are weird shows, my friend. Those are very weird shows, and you know they're weird and goofy. You know it. I don't know how you even gravitated towards them, and I'm not mad at you too much because I really enjoy Encyclopedia Dramatica, and that is heavy. That is not a game to play. Like if you have a weak stomach and you watch the offended page, it's not gonna be pretty. You're gonna be throwing up all over your screen. It's nasty. It's beyond nasty. It's disturbing and disgusting and low down and low grade and just awful. But they have good articles. They have funny articles. They have vicious articles. They have terrible articles. They have inaccurate and completely debased articles. But you'll laugh at some of the stuff. You'll laugh at how true a lot of it is. So I'm definitely aware of the fact that it, and if anybody has the greatest line of the day so far, it's Numa 462. She says, or he says, or they say, "How do I send money to you?" I think it's a she though. How do I send money to you? That's all I need to know. That's all I need to see. How do I send money to you? That's what I'm talking about. I have to earn that. I have to be, knowledgeable enough. I have to have enough information. I have to be entertaining enough to warrant and that money that people are sending. Like Angie Cooper. Angie Cooper sent me $15 today. That's $15 I didn't have a few days ago or yesterday even. You know, I appreciate. There was a battle going on yesterday with two haters that I enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed that because I need to hate. Everybody says, "Oh, you're good. You know, good job, Scott. Keep going." Like, thank you, but I need to hate. The hate really motivates you and says, "Damn, am I really like that? Should I do this? Should I do that?" It makes you really consider how to make things greater and the greatest. That's what is great about that. So. Rick James, you want to talk about the Lovitz? Let's talk about the Lovitz. I think the Lovitz aren't. I'm looking for it right now. I can all right. Spell Luvvets. Okay. Luvv. It's not showing up. I know it exists because I just watched it a few times. Lovitz. This is crazy. Are you sure it's not the Lovies, Rick James? You gotta let me know. Because I'm looking up the Lovitz. I know the Life of Grandpa. This creepy son of a bitch. This is weird. This is just so weird. I can't find it now. Name some other of those shows that you were talking about, Rick James. Name another one of those shows. I got Life with Grandpa, which is just a disgusting, crazy, disturbing, vicious show. Horrific show. Rick James, you still there? Hold on, what's going on? Nobody's here. Okay. That's all right. I can run my mouth for 7 minutes, I think. So yeah, so my two topics: Bronny entering the NBA draft. A ghost GMO and scout said, go back to school. I'm saying go into the league, have him play against his father, have him have another cardiac arrest, and possibly perish. We don't wish that upon him, but I'm just saying it could happen. And let it be known that he's a member of the tribe of Judah, one of the last tribes of Judah, and the arms of Abraham, and guided by the Son, in the name of the Father, in the name of the blood. Because that's what people want to see. They want to put that in the ticket sales. They want to see as many people, hemming and hawing and crying and wailing over Bronny. And what kind of message would that send, to a lot of people that are coming up, trying to get into the NIL system, the name, image, and likeness system, getting money from in college. I don't want that to happen. I don't want him down on the basketball court, of course. Nobody wants that, but I would like to see him play ball with his father. That'd be pretty cool, I think. But also, I had another subheading about women cleaning. What are the women in your life doing? Are they cleaning? Clean the bathroom? Clean the sinks? Can they clean the floors? Can they clean the toilet? Can they clean the washing machine? Can they clean the dryer? You have a bunch of lint in your dryer waiting for a fire because all this lint is built up, and then all it takes is a spark, and for all that to just go, because that's just nothing but flammability right there. Is she cleaning the kitchen? Is she wiping down the counters? Is she wiping down the salt shaker and the pepper shaker? Is she swabbing the deck? Is that the woman you married? Or is that the woman that you're sharing a living space with? Is that your girl? Is that your cousin? Is that your sister? Is that your auntie? Is that your grandmother? Is she still active? Is she still able to get up on her own power and still able to function with a mop? She's still able to function with a broom. Does she sweep the porch? Does she sweep out the cobwebs in the corners in the house? Both of my mothers, my biological mother and my stepmother, they're not big on cleaning. They'll clean a little bit here and there, but they're not deep cleaners. My dad is a deep cleaner. He'll clean the entire house. The kitchen, the dining room, the family room, the living room, all of that. His own room, all of that. Because they have separate beds, by the way. But that's the charm, that's the magic, that's the greatness of it. Of knowing how to clean, how to take care of oneself, how to be great, how to navigate through the world, knowing that you are able to achieve something that is of great acclaim, and that just happens to be cleaning. And it's bullshit. Don't let anybody confuse you. Oh, that's the women's spot. That's what women are supposed to do. They're supposed to clean. That's complete bullshit. And anybody that served in the military knows that. And I don't understand how Madison Avenue got away with it so much. Maybe that's the reason why they said, "Oh, well, you served in a war, and you shouldn't have to come back to this. You should be able to prop your feet up, read the newspaper, smoke a stogie, watch some sports. While she cleans, she uses a vacuum cleaner. You should be able to do all that and not worry about it, not have anything to worry about. Shoot." And then that's all was took off. That's what most people understand. Women are the cooks and the cleaners. And that's another thing too. Cooks in the military. What are they? Mainly men. There weren't that many women and cooks in the military in the 1940s, if any. There were very few, if any. But so that's the idea that has to be challenged. I think a lot of people don't really realize that, but it's a fact of life. Cleaning, and then it's a drudgery, it seems, but you sometimes get into it. Sometimes you have to, like my dad does. He cranks up the classic rock. He gets the Foreigner going. He gets the Neil. I can't think of his name, but Crosby, Steele, and Neil Nash. Was Crosby, Steele, and Nash? But he gets that pumping throughout the house, and he's washing the floors, and he's cleaning up, he's vacuuming, or cleaning spaces. We don't have a vacuum cleaner. We have a rainbow. Pause. No diddy. And it's a house cleaning unit, not a vacuum cleaner. It's a house cleaning unit. So, just to get that correct. But I would like to thank everybody that stopped through. We had a great conversation. Great conversations. Starting with William, then a fan 101, BM, looking for everybody. Of course, Rick James. Whoever you are, you didn't give me any money, so I'm not going to promote you. Breeze 70, Numa 462, and of course, Angie Cooper. I appreciate all of you. And I thank you. So, with that said, I will leave. So